Have you ever felt like you're standing at a crossroads? Like there's a massive mountain looming in front of you, its shadow stretching across your path, daring you to go any further. This mountain, it could be anything. The voice of doubt in your head, the job you're stuck in. Maybe it's a goal so big, so out of reach, you start to wonder if you were ever meant to achieve it in the first place. It's there, towering, unwavering, and suddenly, you feel small, helpless even. But I want you to stop for a second, right here with me, and ask yourself, what if this mountain isn't meant to hold you back? What if it's not some barrier designed to remind you of what you're lacking, but an invitation, a call to action that only you can answer? Let me tell you, you're not alone in facing this. There's a philosophy, an approach to life that doesn't see obstacles as punishments or defeats, but as opportunities to dig deep and redefine what's possible. And this philosophy, this way of being, was perfectly captured by the incredible Simone de Beauvoir. Now you might be wondering, who's Simone de Beauvoir? I'll tell you. She was a French philosopher, an intellectual giant who believed that our lives, our essence, are not fixed. They're not determined by circumstances, society, or even by what we might think about ourselves in our darkest hours. No, Beauvoir believed that who we are, at our core, is something we create every day through our choices, and that each of us has the power to rewrite our story, no matter where we start. Unpicture this. A young Simone de Beauvoir, born in a society that had strict expectations for what women should be. From the moment she opened her eyes, there were rules. This is who you are. This is what you're supposed to do. But rather than accepting that, she looked right back at those expectations and said, "No, I'm going to choose who I want to be." She redefined her life from the ground up, proving that no matter what mountain society builds in front of you, it doesn't have the power to tell you how high you can go. Only you have that power. And here's the beautiful, almost breathtaking idea she introduced. Existence precedes essence. Now, I know that sounds a little abstract, but stick with me. What she's saying is that we aren't born with some predetermined purpose, some fixed destiny. We come into this world like a blank canvas, and every choice, every action, every moment we choose to climb the mountain or face the challenge, that's what paints the picture of who we truly are. It means our story is always being written, and it means that even the toughest challenges aren't walls to stop us. They're catalysts, urging us to become more, to dig deeper, to choose better. Imagine if we all lived that way. What would that look like? Waking up each day with this fierce sense of purpose, knowing that you're not just reacting to life, but actively shaping it. Imagine seeing every setback, every hardship, not as a curse, but as a chance. A chance to prove, not to the world, but to yourself, that you're capable of greatness. And I don't mean greatness in some flashy external way. I'm talking about an unshakable inner strength, a resilience that can't be bought or taught, but is earned every time you choose to keep going. Now look, I know there's this belief out there that success, purpose, all of it comes down to luck or talent, that some people are just made for success. But I want you to think about it like this. What if it's not about luck or talent at all? What if true success is something we build, step by step, choice by choice? That's what Beauvoir was getting at. She's saying that the essence of who we are, the very definition of ourselves, isn't handed down to us. It's something we forge in the fires of our decisions. So right here, right now, what are the mountains in front of you? And I want you to get real with yourself, to feel the weight of whatever it is that's holding you back. Maybe it's fear, doubt, maybe it's a sense that you're not good enough. That's fine. Let yourself feel that. Because part of this journey, this process of becoming, starts with acknowledging where you're at. You don't climb a mountain by pretending it's not there. You face it. You assess it. And then, you start moving. One step, one decision, one act of courage at a time. The path ahead isn't going to be easy. There are going to be moments where you'll want to give up, where it feels like no one's watching, no one's cheering you on. But in those moments, remember this: success, real success, doesn't come from the world validating you. It comes from the quiet, relentless pursuit of yourself. It comes from choosing over and over to show up for yourself, to make each day, each moment, another brushstroke on the masterpiece that is your life. Simone de Beauvoir had this radical belief that life is an open canvas, that our choices are the colors, the shapes, the lines that create the person we become. And right now, you're standing at the edge of that canvas, holding the brush, the world, the doubters, the challenges. They're just noise. Because ultimately, this life is yours. Your mountain, your journey, your power to choose over and over again, to climb higher. So take a deep breath and look at that mountain in front of you. Because today is the day you decide not to be defined by it, but to let it be the stage for your greatness. All right, let's get real. You're standing here listening because there's something inside you that knows there's more. Maybe you haven't put it into words. Maybe it's just a feeling, an energy pulsing through your chest that says, I'm not done. There's more to me than what the world sees. There's more to me than even I can see right now. So, imagine yourself at the foot of that mountain again. But this time, you're not looking at it with dread. You're looking at it with fire. The obstacles, the voices of doubt. They're still there, sure, but they're not as loud as the voice within you that's whispering, I can do this. I was made to do this. Because remember, this path you're on, it's not about being handed success. It's about claiming it. You see, we get caught up in these ideas of destiny and waiting for some miraculous sign to appear, some cosmic permission slip that says, okay, now you're ready. But that's not how it works. Beauvoir, she showed us that destiny isn't found. It's created. Not by the universe or some outside force, but by you, by me. By each of us making one choice after another, one commitment after another, until we carve out a path that only we could make. Think about that. You're crafting a life, a purpose that is unique to you. That means no one else will ever walk your journey. No one else will ever face the exact same combination of struggles, triumphs, doubts, and dreams. And that's your gift. It's also your responsibility. Because if you don't answer that call, if you don't honor that journey, no one else can do it for you. I want you to feel the weight of that for a second. You are the only one with the power to define what your life means. Not society, not your family, not even the people who doubt you or the limits they try to place on you. Only you. Now think about how Simone de Beauvoir lived. Every time society tried to fit her into a box, she broke free. Every time they told her, no, you can't, she responded with, watch me. And maybe it wasn't easy. Maybe there were times she doubted herself, wondered if the world was just too heavy to lift. But here's the thing. She never let those moments define her. She chose, again and again, to live authentically, to be fierce, to be relentless. Not because it was easy, but because she knew that was the only way to truly live. So now I'm asking you, are you ready to do the same? Are you ready to look in the mirror and realize that every choice you make, no matter how small, is a brushstroke on the masterpiece that is your life? That mountain, those obstacles, they're not there to stop you. They're there to prove just how powerful you are. They're there to remind you that you have strength you haven't even tapped into yet. Let's talk about that mountain one last time. You're at the base and the path isn't clear. There's no roadmap, no guarantees. But in your heart, you know this. Every step you take brings you closer to the person you're meant to become. And that person? They're strong. They're resilient. They're someone who doesn't settle for a life of mediocrity because they know they're capable of so much more. Simone de Beauvoir believed that we create our essence through our choices, that every decision is an opportunity to shape who we are. And if that's true, then you, right now, hold the power to shape yourself into someone unstoppable, into someone who rises to challenges, who doesn't back down, who wakes up every day determined to be better than they were yesterday. I'll leave you with this. Life isn't waiting for you to be ready. It's happening now, and every day you have the chance to say, yes, I'm going to climb, I'm going to choose, I'm going to become everything I was meant to be. That's the legacy you're building, not by waiting for someone else to define you, but by daring to define yourself. So what's it going to be? Are you going to keep waiting, or are you going to start living? The mountain is calling, and I know, deep down, you're ready to answer.